Okay, now back to me. Hey everybody! How are you guys doing today? How was your Labor Day? I hope you guys had an awesome Labor Day. And brother, don't kick the tripod. Anyways, stop. I'm gonna embarrass you for YouTube. You better stop that. Anyways, today I am doing what I guess you could call an art journal story time, which is something I made up just now, which is basically like a sketchbook story time, but you replace the sketchbook with art journal. So then it's an art journal story time, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think it's going to be great. And if the audio sounds weird, I apologize for that. It's my first time recording audio. Anyways, I did this a couple days ago, this art journal thing, and the story I plan to talk about while doing some art journaling is the time I may or may not have predicted the future. Okay. So, a weird coincidence happened, and it was followed by, it was surrounded by tinier coincidences that kind of happened around the same time period and whatnot. And, they might have something to do with each other. And I'm just going to talk about it because I think it's funny. I'm going to get back into paranormal things. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this art journaling. Bye! So this all started maybe a little over a month ago. I started noticing strange coincidences occurring in my life from time to time. I would get like these weird deja vu moments. You know, who doesn't get deja vu? But I would get these weird deja vu moments that would creep me out. But I wouldn't do anything about it because, what am I going to do about it? It's deja vu. Who cares? I would have dreams I'd barely remember except for a few scattered details, like, for example, a shark. And then, of course, the next morning, I would see a shark on the news. Be like, okay. While these moments in my life were surprising and weird, it was still nothing that couldn't be summed up as deja vu or a coincidence. So, then one day, while I was doing something in my room, wait, what was I doing? Was I just standing there? I don't know what I was doing. A thought or a vision popped into my head. It was of my grandmother down in Mexico doing something in her garden. And then she ended up falling and hurting herself. I shrugged it off as just my daydreaming and went on with my day. However, a few hours later, while I was helping my mom in the kitchen with something, she informed me of how my grandmother was doing back in her home country. She then shared with me how my grandma was in her garden, taking her gardening very seriously, as always, might I add. The day before, when she tried to climb onto a brick circle thing that held one of her plants. And, well, while trying to water one of her flowers, or pull the dead leaves off one of them or something, she stepped onto the brick structure wrong, lost her footing, and went tumbling down. No, it's okay, you guys, don't worry. My grandma's fine, she's alright. It wasn't as bad as it sounds, trust me. Don't freak out, mi abuelita is one tough granny, okay? I mean, this woman grew up in a rancho in central Mexico in the 50s and 60s where she was pecked by chickens and kicked by cows, alright? A little fall ain't gonna do nothing to this woman. In fact, my step-grandfather was much more freaked out than she was about the whole ordeal. But yeah, don't worry. My family was there for her. It was all good. It wasn't a help, I've fallen and I can't get up situation, alright? It was fine. I'm sorry. It was fine. But that's a little weird, isn't it? Like, I saw it happening, not before it occurred, but before my mother told me. I mean, that's a strange coincidence, right? Don't worry, I'm not freaked out a whole lot or nothing. This happened a while ago. I really just needed a video idea. Haha. Just so you know, in case you are wondering, nothing strange or unusual has happened since then, so I think it was just a fluke or something. I don't think I'm psychic. I'm not that full of myself. I'm not the type of person who would take one experience or a few tiny experiences and just go ahead and say, I'm psychic, I'm a psychic medium, I'm an empath. I mean, I'm sure those exist. That sounds really cool, but like, that's just not something you can predict yourself to be, or you can self-diagnose. You can't self-diagnose that mystical crap like that. I'm sorry. Where am I going with this? Don't worry, I'm not that full of myself to just assume after like one incident that I'm like a psychic or something. A lot of people jump to that conclusion. A lot of YouTubers I've seen, and I don't like it. Well, not all the YouTubers. Some of them I do kind of believe they're psychic. I mean, like, they've had a lot of experiences. But a lot of the ones I've seen, it's just like, dude, that was one time where it was a coincidence. That's all it was. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm still particularly freaked out about, the shark one where I had that dream and the next day a shark was on the news. I don't know. I really love the water, but like, I don't know. I'm starting to get a bit freaked out by the water now. I mean, when maybe about a year ago, I was swimming with my mom. We got out of the water. Not a minute after we did, we looked over and a wave was rolling in, and we could see this large, dark silhouette of a shark in the water. And there were still people, like kids in the water, but like, of course, we ain't gonna scream shark because then they gonna freak out. And the shark was still close enough, so. God, that was like a freaky moment. Like, please just keep on moving, keep moving away from the kids. It was swimming in the different direction of the kids, but still, it was like, God, you can't really do nothing. You're just standing there on the beach. And then one time at this river that was connected to the ocean, so I guess there could be sharks, but there could also be gators. This is Florida, I was sitting on this tube, right? I was sitting on this tube, and I just started drifting farther and farther away, but I was fine with that at first. I didn't care. Then I saw something moving. Though probably it was just a fish, but I don't know why I got it in my mind that it was a gator, because I've seen fish jump out of the water several times, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was a gator. I freaked out, and I had to swim back, and it was really hard because I'm pulling the tube, the floaty thing, along with me, and that just feeling of being so far from shore and swimming as fast as you can and not being able to feel the ground. And the closest ground I could feel was like slushy and weird, so that means I'm still so far away. And it's like it was a weird helpless feeling. I don't know. So, yeah, I think I got some ocean trauma or something, or some water trauma or something. God, and I'm trying to learn how to surf. What's wrong with me? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I got nothing else to say. So, enjoy the rest of this art journaling thing. Love ya. Bye.